Great. Welcome back, everyone. So we will proceed with the tutorial. In the last video, we stopped here at testing our post API block, right? And we found out that it works. But before we join it to our workflow, we also need to change this body, because even if we connect it to our workflow right now, and if we run the entire flow, what would happen is that this same information is still what will get written to the ratings Google Sheets, and that is not what we want. What we want is the information that we've gathered within this workflow to get written. So this so far has been the name, the rating, the comment, and the timestamp values have been hard coded, right? Because we've put all these values there. So if you want to use the information you've gathered, right, you need to use your variable names using the same method that we've used in the past, which is just using your curly braces, right? So you can just say user name, right? So it captures the username that way. Then you can use this as well. This is user rating, right? Then the next one would be user comments. Then the last one will be the user timestamp. User timestamp, right? So this way, whatever information you've passed in along the communication chain will be what will get written to your Google Sheet. Now again, we can test this, right? But this time we would have to be the ones to input the values here. So we can do this again, right? Let's say Hal Jordan, right? We can give him 4, right? No great alien food, right? Then user timestamp, we could say maybe 27/06/2025, and then we say 09/00/05 AM, something like that, and then we can hit send. So you can see 200, okay, that means it worked. Then we can come back here to the sheet and see our information. Great. So now that we've been able to achieve that, we can now connect our workflow to the API step. Good. Now there's still one more thing we can do with this API step, right? Let's name this. So let's say send to Google Sheet, right? So now here we have the option of setting a failure path. So sometimes the API may fail, right? Sending information to the API may fail for a bunch of reasons, right? So you can decide to capture that as well. So you can, in this case, what we're just simply going to do, we're just going to send a message to the user telling them whether their rating was successfully logged or not, right? So that's all we will do. So you can just click on failure path here, and that's good enough. Now we can just drag 2 message steps here, and then we can right click on this and duplicate. Just drag this one down here, right? So we can drag the success step here and drag the failure step here. Good. So after this, we can then create our messages to the user and say, thank you for your feedback. Have a good rest of your day. Right, then we can generate our variants as usual. So we can also set this block, we can name this block to be positive confirmation. Right, then this one here we can name it negative confirmation. Then we can set the message here to be failed to capture feedback. Thank you for eating with us. right? Let's just generate our variance, man. Okay. So now that we're done with that, we've come to the end of the flow. Now we can use the end step, right? And that just helps us end the entire thing gracefully, right? So we just drag these here. Yep. And that is the end of that. So we've successfully built our first chatbot. Congratulations. Right? And yeah, it wasn't too crazy, it wasn't too difficult, I hope. And I hope it makes. Now let's try to test the workflow. So we click on start. Let's say my name is Julio. I give you guys a 3.5. Yes, the fish was too spicy. Grand. So it worked, right? And you can see the end has been reached. So we can also check our Google Sheets to be sure that it worked. And yeah, you can see Julio's response right here. So that has brought us to the end of this tutorial. The first chatbot we'll be building in this series. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it all made sense. Let me know what you think about the videos and whether they make sense in the comments. Like and subscribe. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.